Alright, well, g'day and welcome back. So this is our final video in the build for the collector here. Now that all of his external plants and everything have grown, and now that we've done, gone through and finalized everything in terms of fine details for the collector. So as we mentioned earlier, this is his sort of outdoor area to sit and chill out and get a bit of a break from the stall, and he can kind of look out at the market. You can have his smoko break out there. In terms of everything in here, with the main shopping space here where people come in to peruse his products, nothing has changed in here at this stage. I wasn't looking to sort of change too much of anything. There's a couple of stray bits of dirt that I'll fix up there eventually. I kind of really wanted to have a lot of sort of tools and everything here, especially for the working space. It's a recurring theme that I've sort of had across all of the builders that I've set up. I want people to kind of come in, peruse the marketplace, and they can check out the collector while he's working. And what I'll do when I actually summon the collector, I'll leave him kind of standing here. So it'll kind of go a little bit more towards the mythology of, the builder is actually there to man the stall, and I'll do the same in here as well with the carpenter. And the hunter will be the same here. The hunter really doesn't have a work area, so. Alright, so that is that section. So we've got nothing's changed there, as I mentioned. In terms of everything else on the little entry foyer here, nothing's really changed either, but we have had all of these plants that were here all grow up now, so you can see it all looks very lived in and very finalized now, which is great. I'm loving it. And as I mentioned previous, you've kind of got little glimpses of that view, which is really cool. I'm going to leave everything there in terms of the things in the little hallway. And if you caught the last one as well, these aloes have now grown, as have the sugarcane, so they're now full size. In terms of the kitchen, we haven't really changed anything here. What has changed though is these redwoods have grown up. So we've got that one there, and we've got another 1, 2 there, and that's kind of going either side of the flame to match. And the third one is up the top. And the reason that I've got those up the top is that they are protecting the botanical gardens kind of walkway here. And because we wanted that specialized lighting for the collector, which is that green lighting, I needed to have that actually hang on something, and I decided that sort of halfway along through this build that I was going to make this botanic gardens, and as a part of that we decided to make this little walkway out as well. So that sort of runs through that. Now in terms of little finishing touches here, we threw a couple of extra plants in and finalised that little bookshelf there, which is next to the little breakfast table there. And of course those blocks won't be there, so you will get a great view sitting there having your breakfast. And in the master bedroom here, all the plants have all grown up now, which is great. And in terms of the view as well, you get great views of those mountains and the tower from the bed there, which is awesome. And I mentioned as well, we had that iron gate there to sort of frame and make this a little more cozy as well. And we've thrown a few extra plants in there. I'm very, very happy with this build. I think it's one of my more favourite ones. So moving upstairs now. All the aloe has now grown, as have the yucca palms. Those redwoods have yet to grow to full height, so I'll have to kind of work out whether they are okay where they are. I might even just, because what I've done is I've specifically left space to breathe, room to breathe here, so I could just plant one of those redwoods just here if it's too close to the walkway above. But what I wanted it to do is sort of give a little bit of coverage from the walkway down to the residence here, so you can't see right into the residence. And palm there's grown now. And we now have pretty much all of the plants that are going to protect the residents from views from the Botanic Gardens. So there's a little bit of a gap there where you can see onto the entryway up, and a little bit of a gap here, which we'll get to in a moment. But that's still a tweak in progress, but it's not really to do with this residence. It'll be to do with the Botanic Gardens once I finish it. So what we've now added in as well as an extra up here is we've got the polished white stone floor up here, and I've created a little sort of gateway in here, and this is out to the private sort of reading area, sitting area for the collector, which he has to overlook the marketplace. And he's also got a little day bed up here as well. It's pretty cool. I'm not really sure whether I'll stay with that lantern. It was just something I threw here so I had something for lighting. And as you would have possibly seen as well, I've now planted out, and it's all grown out a little bit further, the plants for the wall here. So we've got a variety of things, jasmines and whatnot, and I wanted all of those to be pretty but sort of low-lying as well, which I think we've kind of achieved. We may get a few more sort of flowers and plant them, flax, that sort of thing, just kind of plant a few in here. But that's a work in progress. And the redwood again, this, I can't remember what it's called, I call it redwood. That's yet to fully grow because it's not growing fully in potted soil. But what I've done as well is planted out and blocked out all of this. So as I mentioned in the last video, I had to go through and build and place blocks for about, I don't know, probably 50 or 100 different blocks all across this wall here. Fill out a whole lot of stone, fill out a whole lot of farm soil, garden soil, you name it. I had to fill out a million different things. So it was a bit of a pain in the butt. Suffice it to say. But if we take a look at this residence now from other aspects of Hobbiton, so say over here in this residence here, God, it looks good. That green lighting just sets it off, and of course those 4 floating platforms there will be gone eventually. I think I sort of don't mind that solitary white flame up there, but I don't know, I'm yet to kind of test it and tweak it and see whether I like it exactly as is or not. We'll work it out. That's from here. We can kind of go from underneath as well. Have a bit of a look from here. This has been a very, very difficult build, this entire town, because I'm trying to sort of create teasers of views while providing, views that aren't impinging from one residence to another and all that sort of thing. So it's been quite an interesting little journey. And this is just a bit of a kind of walkthrough of what this looks like at night. We've got a big sort of dark green theme going, which is pretty cool. I really do like the colour of that light. They've done a really good job with the colouring of that. And we've, as I mentioned, we've set one of those up in the kitchen as well. We do have that building block, that fluorescent green building block in the hallways as well, so it kind of it maintains the visual. But this lantern here, I don't know, I'm still a bit I'm not sure on it. Yeah, I think I might get rid of it. So, at any rate, that's the big sort of changes that have occurred. We've got some full-sized plants and bushes in here right now, and we've got a lot more privacy than we previously had. I might set one more sort of large bush right here just to give a bit of privacy. And as I mentioned, the rest of the privacy will be done when I finish the botanical gardens build. Alright, so that'll wrap us up for the collector. What I will do eventually is I'll do a comprehensive walkthrough of the entire town, and I'll discuss sort of how I did each little section with respect to the other sections, and how I wanted to sort of not upset views and all the rest of it. And hopefully that'll kind of give a bit better of an explanation of what I was thinking in terms of how I did everything along the way. Alright, well, that is going to wrap us up for this one. Once again, I really do thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Glitch Gaming.